Thanks so much for talking to us today, Mark. Talk a little bit about where we are, this brand new building. It's beautiful. What are we doing here?
We are in a Wider Circle's Professional Development Center, and what this is an example of how we can serve with all the dignity and respect that people deserve. And so we built this place to be nicer than Nordstrom's, better than Bloomingdale's, with beautiful personal shoppers who make people feel like they're the most valuable people in the world, because they are. And if we really wanted to help people get out of poverty, we would have to help them get jobs. You cannot get out of poverty without a job. And if we're going to serve people, then we're going to serve them with the most dignity that we can. So beautiful and dignified is how we try to serve in this space.
So Mark, tell us who the clients are for this center.
So people come to the Professional Development Center from all across the region. Many are brought by other agencies, nonprofit agencies, government organizations that are working with people to help them get back into the workforce. So this is really about entering or re-entering the workforce in just a more confident manner, where people cannot feel different than other people because their clothes aren't as nice, or maybe they don't have the clothes for an interview. A lot of people we meet don't even go to an interview they have because they don't have the clothes that they think will be helpful as they try to succeed in that interview. I had a guy come here and he told us, he got a beautiful suit, and he came back and he said, I went to this job fair and there were 300 guys going for jobs, and they were only going to hire 30. I was the only one in this suit. I got that suit at the Wider Circle in the morning, went to the job fair. The woman who was talking to all of us pulled me out and said, this guy, he's going to be your supervisor because he knows how to come to a job fair.
Wow.
So
amazing.
So a lot of power in this.
Yeah, and you mentioned a Wider Circle, and this is an offshoot of that organization which you started. Talk a little bit about how the two mesh together.
So what we are known most for doing is providing basic need items, beds, dressers, tables, and chairs, and we furnish more than 4,000 homes a year, but that's really to get people stability. If you're going to rise out of poverty, you do have to have stability, and if you can have dignity in your home, that helps a great deal as well. But once we do that, we know those people are not now out of poverty because they have a stable home about which they can feel good, and their kids can come home at night, instead of staying on the streets all hours, they can come back and have a bed in which to sleep. However, the rise out of poverty has to be the next step, which is getting a job. Adults have to have employment. They have to be able to support those families. And so we were teaching job skills, and we were doing it down in our warehouse, where at night we would convert it into a classroom. But we decided to build a bigger, better center that would focus just on jobs. And that's what we did here just 2 years ago.
You use the word dignity a lot when you talk about these folks and their struggles. Talk a little bit about the importance of making these people feel like this is important.
Well, every single human being is deeply interconnected. So why would we not treat everyone as if they're our own mother, father, child, sister, brother? That's how we have to live in general. So here we're not going to be any different. We just may try a little bit harder because they've already gotten the worst in life. A lot of people think that if you have nothing, then you should be happy to get anything. We think if you have nothing, then you've already gotten the worst in life, and now you need to get the best. And that's why we built this place the way we built it, so people would get the best in life.
You're not one who's out there promoting yourself and patting yourself on the back, but you have received a couple of really impressive recognitions from CNN as a hero, and also this year you've been named one of the Washingtonians of the Year. Talk a little bit about what that means to you and this organization.
Yeah, I think it means that we can put poverty out there more front and center as our biggest social problem. It is the biggest problem we have in our society, in our county, in our region. Poverty leads to increased dropout rates. The kid who gets murdered is often the kid in poverty, and the kid who shoots him is often the kid in poverty. Mothers are more vulnerable to addictions. Families have instability like you've never experienced, like I've never experienced, and that's all just poverty. Homelessness, all of those things stem from poverty. So if these awards can bring attention and awareness to poverty as our greatest social issue, then I think that's great. I also know that those are great for our staff, because our staff, the staff at a Wider Circle, commits themselves. Many are always thinking about this work. If they're not here, they're working from home, and I think for them it's a little reinforcement, like we're going in the right direction. Thank you.
You're famous.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Talk a little bit about the support that you've received from the county. Are they behind you?
I think that both the county council and the county executive's office are, at least in my experiences, the most progressive and the most thoughtful and compassionate leaders I have yet to meet. I meet leaders from all around the country, and I would say that the ones here in Montgomery County, that's why I'm so proud that this is in Silver Spring, because I really see it. Ike Leggett cut the ribbon here, just like he cut the ribbon down in our furniture place. The council members have brought clothes here. I think almost every council member has been here and brought clothes. If not every, then most.
we're a generous county, and we support a wide range of nonprofit service providers to indicate that, we care and that we understand that many families are struggling to get by, but in Montgomery County we have resources to help.
And you, Mark Bergel, really walk the walk. You don't just talk the talk of this thing, you walk the walk. You've made a pledge to sleep on the couch or the floor until every person in poverty has a bed. And do you ever see yourself sleeping in a bed?
I do. Yeah, I really do. I think there are some people who have come along who have donated a lot of money so we could buy beds, or donated a lot of money so we could just grow the organization. Those are people who were not engaged in ending poverty, and now they are. So I have a lot of hope. I'm not doing this just to be a martyr. I'm doing this because I'm lucky enough to be in a situation where I can choose to do this. So this is not kind of a cause du jour or something, oh, this is a really cute idea or really a good way to help people. This is about our humanity. And so why are we on this earth? We're on this earth to serve other fellow human beings. And this is the best way I can do it. I keep trying to grow and learn, and I learn a lot from people in Montgomery County. I feel very fortunate to be connected to all the other leaders in Montgomery County, and so I just try to learn and do the best I can.